Nobody saw him after King's Cross. A 14-year-old genius vanished with £200 and a one-way ticket. 18 years later, investigators discovered something disturbing about that CCTV footage. September 14, 2007. Doncaster, England. Andrew Gosden wakes up for school like any other Friday. But here's the thing. He never arrives. Instead, this brilliant 14-year-old with a near-perfect academic record walks to his local bank. He withdraws £200, nearly his entire savings. Then he walks to Doncaster railway station and purchases a one-way ticket to London King's Cross. The clerk offers him a return ticket. It costs barely more. Andrew refuses. Think about that for a second. A child deliberately choosing a one-way journey. His parents won't realize he's missing until that evening. By then, Andrew Gosden has been swallowed by a city of 8 million people. The question that haunts investigators to this day. What was waiting for him in London that was worth never coming back? Andrew Gosden wasn't a troubled kid. And this is where investigators hit their first wall. He was a gifted student. Exceptional at mathematics. A quiet, introverted boy who loved rock music and video games. His teachers called him one of the brightest students they'd ever taught. He'd achieved perfect attendance for years. His family described a happy home. No arguments. No warning signs. But the prosecution had one piece of evidence that changed everything. In the weeks before his disappearance, Andrew had started walking home from school instead of taking the bus. Small thing, right? But here's where it gets strange. He never told anyone why. His parents only discovered this pattern after he vanished. Someone interviewed those walking routes. And they found something. Andrew had been spotted talking to an unidentified adult. A stranger. Multiple times. If this is already making you uncomfortable, drop a like. Because what comes next is worse. But here's the thing that haunts every investigator who's touched this case. Andrew Gosden had no digital footprint. None. No mobile phone. No email address. No social media accounts. In 2007, this was unusual for a teenager. Today, it's almost unthinkable. And then the defense made a fatal mistake. They assumed this meant Andrew couldn't have been groomed online. But investigators discovered something chilling. The family computer. It sat in the living room. Shared by everyone. And when forensic analysts examined it, they found it had been wiped. Not just cleared. Professionally wiped. The hard drive showed signs of data destruction that went far beyond normal use. Someone with technical knowledge had deliberately erased everything. Andrew was a computer-savvy kid. Did he do this himself? Or did someone help him? The family insists they never touched it. So who did? And what were they hiding? Let me put this in perspective. A 14-year-old with the technical skill to destroy forensic evidence. Or an adult with something to hide. The last confirmed sighting of Andrew Gosden. 11:20 in the morning. King's Cross Station, London. CCTV captures him exiting through the main doors. He's wearing a black Slipknot t-shirt. Carrying a PSP gaming device. Walking with purpose. Like he knows exactly where he's going. What nobody expected was what happened next. Nothing. Andrew Gosden walks out of that station and disappears from every camera in London. The courtroom went silent when this detail emerged in later proceedings. London has more CCTV cameras than almost any city on Earth. Millions of them. And not a single one captured Andrew after 11/21. Investigators mapped every possible route from King's Cross. Every tube station. Every bus stop. Every street corner. Nothing. It's as if someone was waiting. Someone who knew exactly where the cameras were. And exactly where the blind spots were. Think about what that implies. Either Andrew had impossible knowledge of London's surveillance network, or he met someone who did. But everything I just told you? That's just the setup. Here's where this case takes its darkest turn. For 18 years, the Andrew Gosden case went cold. Then in 2021, police made arrests. 2 men, charged with kidnapping and human trafficking offenses. The ages, 45 and 38. The location, not London, Doncaster, Andrew's hometown. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. The charges were dropped. Insufficient evidence. The Crown Prosecution Service released a statement. They couldn't proceed. And the suspects walked free. Now here's what investigators have never publicly explained. How did they identify these men? What connected them to Andrew? And why, after 18 years of nothing, did they suddenly have enough for an arrest, but not enough for trial? Something happened in that investigation. Something that built a case strong enough for arrest. And something that destroyed it before trial. What would you have done if you were the prosecutor? Stay with me. Because the answer changes everything you think you know about this case. And this is where justice was served. Sort of. The investigation revealed something the public was never meant to know. Those 2 suspects? They weren't strangers to law enforcement. One had previous connections to online exploitation networks. The other had been flagged in an unrelated child safety investigation years earlier. But here's the thing. Neither lived in London in 2007. They lived in Doncaster, Andrew's hometown. Remember those walks home from school? The stranger Andrew was spotted talking to? The courtroom went silent when this connection emerged. Investigators believed Andrew didn't meet someone in London. He was groomed in Doncaster. London was just the pickup point. The one-way ticket makes sense now. Andrew wasn't running away. He was being taken away. The reason the charges collapsed? Key witnesses refused to testify. Evidence that should have existed had been destroyed. And the 18-year gap had allowed too many threads to fray. What happened next shocked the courtroom. The judge issued a statement. He said the case represented one of the most significant investigative failures he had ever seen. So what really happened to Andrew Gosden? After 18 years of investigation, 3 working theories remain. Theory 1. Andrew was groomed, and trafficked by individuals he met in Doncaster. The one-way ticket, the cash withdrawal, the wiped computer, all point to a planned extraction. Theory 2. Andrew ran away voluntarily to attend an event in London. Possibly a concert. Possibly to meet someone he'd connected with through shared interests. And something went wrong. Theory 3. The one investigators privately consider most likely. Andrew was murdered within hours of arriving in London. His body hidden in a location that has never been searched. But wait, there's more to this case. In 2023, Andrew's father made a public appeal. He revealed something never before disclosed. In the months after Andrew's disappearance, the family received silent phone calls. Multiple times. Someone calling and saying nothing. The calls traced to locations across the United Kingdom. Different cities. Different phones. But always silent. Someone knew what happened to Andrew Gosden. Someone who may still be alive. Someone who could still be brought to justice. Andrew Gosden would be 32 years old today. His family has never stopped searching. His father still runs a dedicated website. His sister has become an advocate for missing persons cases. Every year on September 14th, they mark the anniversary. Not with grief. With determination. The investigation remains officially open. New forensic techniques emerge every year. DNA databases expand. Witnesses who were afraid to speak in 2007 may have found courage. And somewhere, someone knows the truth. What happened next shocked the courtroom. In this case was silence. Years of it. But cases like this have been solved decades later. All it takes is one person deciding to talk. One piece of evidence, finally analyzed. One connection, finally made. If you've made it this far, you understand why this case matters. A 14-year-old boy made a choice that Friday morning. Or maybe the choice was made for him. Either way, he deserves an answer. His family deserves an answer. And whoever took him deserves to face justice. That's how sentences are served. Subscribe for more true crime courtroom stories. What case should I cover next? Tell me in the comments. Now you know why the Andrew Gosden case has haunted investigators for nearly 2 decades. A perfect student. A one-way ticket. A city that swallowed him whole. And suspects who walked free. If you have any information about Andrew Gosden, please contact UK authorities. The truth always comes out in court. Subscribe so you never miss another case where justice is finally served. And tell me in the comments. Do you think Andrew is still alive?